Hey everyone, Richard here, and I got tagged for a Collectibles room tour, so let's just get into this. Alright, so I'm not going to be facing the camera this way most of this video, but Alex the Comic Hoarder and the Comic channel tagged me for a room tour, a tag video. We don't do these super often anymore on YouTube, I don't feel like, so I figured why not, let's go ahead and do it. It's been like 5 or 6 years since my last room tour, so things have definitely changed since then. Before we get into that, I'm just going to tag a few people. I'm going to tag Hazeldan, I'm going to tag Mr. Rigamortis, and I'm going to tag Tat Comics. Alex and Comic said that it could be as elaborate or as simple as you want it to be. If you're just showing a closet of your stuff, that's fine. If you want to show your whole basement or room or whatever, that's also fine. And with that, let's just get into the tour. All right, so we'll just sort of start in this section. This is my little computer section. And yeah, we got my wall of comics up here. These I rotate quite often. Right now we got Supergirl and some Star Wars stuff up there. This is really the only book that pretty much never changes. Everything else, I switch it out as I feel like it. And why that never changes is because I have all my AHSOKA stuff right here, up through here. Got some more AHSOKA down here. Got my Omar Dogan sketch right there. That's a Val sketch. And yeah, that's all for that little corner, I guess. Guess I'll show up here. We have some helmets. I did this one myself. Just a simple like Target helmet that I completely redid, repainted. That's actually a pretty rare Darth Vader helmet that was given away with serial mail away, I believe. And then a custom helmet right there. Got my Darth Maul. This is signed by Ray Park right here. This was actually signed at the first Star Wars days back in 2012. Pre-Disney and all that stuff, but it was at Disneyland. That's pretty cool. Got a little Darth Vader there. These are some of the oldest man-made things I have. This is probably 1280 or so. It's a scoop. And then here's a bowl that's approximately from 1080. There's some other stuff down there. That's all legally obtained off private property. Some of my shelves here. This is sort of the Star Wars area. This right here is actually the first Star Wars collectible I ever had. I found this in the backyard of my grandma's. It belonged to probably my uncle. There's some disagreement whether or not it was my uncle's or my dad's or what, but it's a 1977 Stormtrooper found in the dirt when I was playing in the dirt, and it kind of started the love of Star Wars for me. I want to get more Trooper stuff for my collection. Got some of my signed figures here. These are the original 1983 stuff. Return of the Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie. I don't necessarily think it's the best Star Wars movie, but in terms of movies that I'll watch anytime, it's definitely that one. Got it signed by Billy D. Williams, Tim Rose, and what's his name? Paul... I can't remember. Greedo's voice actor. We got an original Return of the Jedi for the Super Nintendo. Got the original blue lightsaber on there. I don't know if you recognize these. These are the tokens from Canto Bight in the sequel trilogy. We got a Graflex lightsaber. We got a Grogu there and R2-D2. Those are made of various rocks and minerals. My mom actually gave me those. Got a original guidebook for Pokemon Red version back there. That's actually kind of a pricey book. We got this cabinet of Pokemon stuff. What we got in here? This one's actually signed by Rachel Lillis. We actually, she passed away very recently, so I'm very lucky to have that in my collection, having met her. Some more signed stuff from various anime stuff. Signed pack. It's a PSA 10 Shadowless Pikachu. PSA 9 Original Charizard and Dark Charizard. Yeah, just some cool stuff. Some original sealed packs from the first few sets. I actually collect PSA original base set. I have about 70 out of 102 of the original cards graded PSA. Working on finishing that, hopefully sooner rather than later. We got my little Umbreon corner, one of my favorite Pokemon. Little Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man corner right here. some screen used relic pieces. Yeah, I think that's all for this little corner. A couple more Star Wars things up here. We got an original sealed copy of Knights of the Old Republic on PC, because that's what I originally played it on. There's a stone Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon, again from my mom. My mom's a big rock person, so she just gives me rock things all the time. An AHSOKA statue. We got a Moon Knight piece of original art that was gifted to me at one point. Here's a nice homage print by Scott Blair, another great artist that we lost not long ago to brain cancer. So very happy to have that on my wall finally. Some of my Star Wars books. I have a lot more than that nowadays. Original art of Jester and Vax from Critical Role. This one was actually in their published art book, I believe. Got some Jurassic Park stuff, graded VHS, to scale, T-Rex head, some fun stuff up there. So my posters, we got a Logan poster, Thor Love and Thunder. Not the best Marvel movie, but I actually thought it was a pretty fun movie. Original D23 Force Awakens poster. Those only were given out at D23. Some graded Yu-Gi-Oh cards, original starter decks, and then 2 Legacy of Darkness cards. I collect Legacy of Darkness. We'll check out some of his higher up stuff. This is a sealed Celebrations Elite Trainer box. I don't plan to ever open that. That's pretty pricey nowadays. Some more sealed Pokemon stuff, Evolutions, if you're a fan of Evolutions. There's my deluxe auto recent release CD Blu-ray set. Got some VHS. This one here is graded. Phantom Menace. Indiana Jones still sealed. Clone Wars Risk. I don't know if I'll end up keeping that. I might end up getting rid of that. This is pretty cool. Debating whether or not to get it framed at some point, but it's an original 90s poster for Pokemon, the first movie, still sealed. Like I said, I might get that framed at some point. I might just leave it as is. I don't know. More sealed Pokemon stuff. Here's sort of my Maury Calliope stuff from Hololive. Big fan of hers. Musical artist, rapper, does rock music. She even has some like new metal stuff. She does a lot of variety. I'm a big fan of her work. Several stuff there. This one is signed by her. Her Rolling Stone cover. Yeah, just some fun stuff right there. Got my Harley print up there. That is actually signed, a little remark down in the corner. Venom original art, some Spider-Man. Uncut sheet of the X-Force cards with Deadpool's, I guess, quote-unquote rookie card. That was a pretty hot thing, sort of 2020, 2021. But uncut sheet, I think it's pretty cool, even though I'm not a huge fan of Deadpool. We got Luke Skywalker, Return of the Jedi. This is signed by Jennifer English. This is from Baldur's Gate 3. Probably one of my favorite games in recent years. This right here is another Critical Role character. When I met her, she decided to sign it for free because I have the Critical Role tattoo, so that was pretty fun. Got a signed Cad Bane print up there. We got my Dr. Aphra figure. Finally have that after waiting a long time. Some retro figures for Mandalorian. There's my Gwen. Original art of X-23. I believe it's X-23 number 6 from her first ongoing series. I recently put this up, Alien Romulus poster. I had a Doctor Strange poster there, but I decided to switch it up, put that up there. We got some pottery from the local cultures here. It's actually what my tattoo design is based off of, is this pottery. It's probably like 1250 to 1450 AD. We got, this is an original 1977 poster of Luke. This was in, I believe, Burger King. As part of a promotion, there's like a set of 4 of them. If you want original Star Wars posters for cheap, look into these. You can get these for really, really cheap. They sell for cheap all the time, particularly in auctions. But it's original 1997 or 1977, so definitely something to look out for. We also have down here the original promotional stand for Phantom Menace VHS release. We got there's an auto plush down there in the corner. We have some anime figures and then some old like Burger King Pokemon toys, more Burger King Pokemon toys. We got a Bleach Ichigo signed by Johnny Young Bosch, his voice actor. There's all my like archaeology related text stuff down there. A bunch of binders of cards. Again, more archaeology stuff. We got some of my slabs are right here, a few more up here. Don't mind that artwork. Behind there we have some magazines and pulps and whatnot. That is original artwork from an artist in Mexico. There's a mess. That's some stuff I have listed on eBay and stuff. I was going to clean up some of my mess stuff, but we're just going to go with it. Let's see what's down here. Some more comic boxes. Here's some signed manga. We got a One Piece One Son by Luffy. There's a Demon Slayer one down there. Let's look at our shelves here. This is the first appearance of some Japanese anime movies. Stack of cards, a lot of which I need to get graded at some point, but I like to procrastinate. Got my Catwoman. This right here is actually a print from Babs Tarr before she was a well-known comic artist. That's a pretty old print. A bunch of anime figures. Got my Uta signed card right there. There's Uta herself. Let's see. Avoid that shadow. We got an original Pikachu plush. I believe this is 1998. We got a Weedle, some old Game Boy Pokemon holders. Pokemon Snap card that you used to play Pokemon Snap in Blockbuster back in the day. More cards, Pokemon cards. Got a sealed Yu-Gi-Oh! Blister pack back there. My Dark Magician corner. Dark Magician Girl corner, rather. Yeah. Pokemon cards. Here are some of my handheld games. There's my inbox Pokemon Sapphire. There's more games back there, but I'm not going to pull them out. This is a custom Game Boy. Has LED backlighting and all that stuff. Custom see-through red case. That's my original Game Boy. I am mostly a PC gamer, except for when it comes to handheld systems. I collect lots of handheld systems that I play all the time. I use this quite a bit. I have a hacked Game Boy cart that has like 500 to 1,000 games in it that I play in there. Some original Japanese pack arts there. We got here, I got the lightsaber light, because of course you do. More Pokemon stuff, some Demon Slayer figures. Got a signed Matt Murdock right there. More Pokemon stuff. These boxes all have my PSA Pokemon stuff in there. I think that's all for that corner. The pile of stuff I need to clean up at some point. Recently did a haul of all those books. Got to figure out where I'm going to put those. All these are comics that need to be put away or sold or what have you. Probably recognize some of these from past hauls. There's a nice Weird Tales pulp. Some card opening stuff. I haven't even posted that video yet. More stuff here that needs to be put away. Some of my shipping stuff, because I also use this as a shipping room. We got an uncut sheet of Amazing Spider-Man's 30th anniversary cards, a Wonder Woman print. Down here is more mess. I'm just not going to show that mess. But yeah, that is, I guess, most of what's going on in my room. It's kind of a lot of stuff in a small space. That's sort of my biggest problem with this, is I have limited space. I didn't show this. This is my comic book cabinet, a bunch of comics. That's where I keep a lot of my comics. I've been switching to these right here. These are all top-loaded, my more valuable comics. I've been switching stuff to this, getting rid of some of this as I downsize and what have you. But yeah, I think that is it for the room tour. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I hope to see more of these types of videos because room tours are fun. We don't get them very often. I do know they're a lot of work, so I don't blame people not doing them often. But yeah, hopefully you all enjoyed that. Hopefully it wasn't too shaky of a camera. I'm obviously holding it this whole time. But yeah, take care everyone.